Hi there, Loy Machedo. Speaking to you from LoyMachedo.com. My name is Loy Machedo. Today, the date is 28th June 2016. Time right now is 10:56 in the morning. It's surprising and amazing how fast the days are going. Anyway, got this question from, I think, a girl. Okay, the question is, Loy, what advice would you give to overcome a painful breakup? No, pretty straightforward question, I must add. No, normally whenever I get a question, it's especially from a girl, it's very detailed and quite long. But anyway, how do you overcome a breakup? Now, I think the number of rejections and breakups I've had is quite large. It's quite large, at least in comparison to normal people. So. I think I'm slightly an expert in that department because from a very young age I've faced rejections many times, and that kind of maybe because of low self-esteem or looking for validation, I went into quite a number of relationships. So I've had women break up with me very frequently, and the relationships where I really wanted to be with someone, they have dumped me themselves for various reasons. Maybe because I was here and I was aiming for a girl who was really up there. Okay, especially when you're young, you do that. You always want someone more beautiful, more sexy, more everything. So, so the question is, how do you overcome this? When you go through a breakup, it's very painful, very, very painful. You keep having these memories, these moments, these souvenirs, these gifts. So many things are there which kind of make it very hard for you to forget. It's very hard for you to forget, especially when these memories and moments are there. What is going to happen, especially, like, for example, let me give this particular girl, let's say, I can't give her real name because I'm trying to protect her identity. Let's say her name is Anita. Okay. Now, when Anita broke up with me, or rather dumped me, it was very hard for me to overcome. Okay, very hard. I was depressed. I locked myself in my room for, I think, nearly 3 months. I refused to even go to work. I took a holiday from work and I just locked myself in my room. Every day I would park my car at one side, or I would just cry if I would go out. Most of the time I was sitting in the room and looking at her photographs and crying, listening to sad music, looking at her memories, photographs, pictures, souvenirs. I even had her underwear and her bra in the house as to hold it and kiss it and cry. I mean, come on, I was madly in love, okay, or obsessively in love. So it was hard, and it was not helping. And then to get away from this, I started going to the gym and doing heavy exercise and pushing my body to the limit and lifting super heavy weights, to the point where seriously I ended up damaging my lower back, my health. I ended up busting both my knees. And then one fine day, because I was squatting heavy, I ended up with a compressed lower back, and seriously, I woke up in the morning and I couldn't move. I seriously couldn't move. My legs, I just couldn't move them. And I was in shock. I was like, what's going on? And then I had to ask my roommate, he was Romanian, to carry me and take me to the hospital. They took a cab and they took me to the hospital, and the doctor said, you have damaged your lower back. Maybe you'll not be able to walk again. And that put me in even more depression. So this is becoming a sad story with even more sadder story and even more depressing, and to the point where it was killing. Okay. So now I'm sitting in the house and I can't go out and I can hardly move my legs, and I'm looking at even more sadder videos, and I'm like, man, this has to stop. I can't take this anymore. Until luckily, fortunately for me, I bumped into a video by Nick Vujicic. If you want the spelling, I'll just give it to you. Nickvujicic. Okay, Nick Vujicic. This guy is born without hands and without legs, and his inspirational talk was, when you fall down, and he falls down, actually falls down, and he has to get up. So he can't get up because he has no legs and no hands. He was born without it. And then he uses his head, he uses his forehead to get back up. So as a metaphor, that was very powerful. And I kept looking at this video and I kept crying and kept crying and kept crying. And I said, I'm also going to get back up. So obviously I just stood up and I fell down. It was not going to be like Superman. So then I started struggling, and I used the fact that I was getting back on my legs as a metaphor for me to get back up in life. And, and then I decided I was going to get out of this mentally, because remember, it's all a mental game. So then I made a list of what all I needed to do. The first thing I needed to do was get rid of all her memories and her souvenirs. So I took all of her stuff out, her underwears, her panties, her bra, her clothes, her photographs, letters, everything. I took it out and I burned it. Seriously, just got rid of it. Okay, I burned it all. Next thing what I did is all the photographs, videos, whatever I had in my PC, I deleted them, all of them, everything, just deleted. Then common friends who were there, who I felt were more, kind of keeping my head in, I deleted them also and just let them know that I didn't want to be in touch with them. So that one. And then I wanted to get sick in the head of thinking of her. So, when you listen to sad music, obviously you remember the person, or you think of sad music. Or when I used to see certain songs or listen to certain songs on YouTube, I would keep remembering her. So what I did is, I decided I was going to keep listening to this song till I got sick in the head of listening to the song. It's like watching a horror movie. The first time you see it, it has amazing impact. Second time you see it, you don't feel so scary. Third time, fourth time, at some point you'll buy out the whole movie, it won't have any impact. So I kept listening to this song till I got sensitized. I keep getting, you just don't feel anything anymore. So sensitized, yeah, whatever. So then once I got numb with since I got numb with all those memories, I got fed up. I was like, I can't take this anymore. Then I started watching positive, inspirational videos. I started doing motivational and inspirational stuff. I started keeping myself busy. So I was actually focusing on each and everything possible to help me get out of depression. And trust me, it really helped, And then, I changed the company of friends that I had. I started doing everything that would change my environment. I changed the place where I stayed. I changed the environment I was in. I changed my friends. I changed everything. And very soon, those memories were no longer there. And that is how I was able to get out of the breakup. So the point I'm trying to make is, when you do breakup, and it's a painful phase, in order to get out of it, it takes a lot. It's not a joke. It's not easy. But one final thing that I want to share with you, trust me when I say this, breaking up is by far one of the best things that can ever happen to you, because that relationship was not meant to happen in the first place. And somehow, whenever I broke up and went for the next relationship was even better than the previous one. It has always been the case, always. And I have never had a moment in my life where I've looked back and said, I would never get anyone like you. In fact, it's the best thing, because once you break up with someone and you get someone new, obviously you're going to make a better choice. So you're actually opening your doors of your life to invite someone even more better. Just lately, just to add on, lately I had a moment where I'd given my heart and my soul to one particular Filipino girl, and I never thought I would get anyone like her. Never. Not that I didn't believe that. It was just hurting. It was just hurting very much. Not that I felt that I would never get anyone better, but I did believe that I wouldn't feel like this again. Imagine, even after all that. So I was doing my best to get over it, and to my surprise, I found someone even better. I mean, a million times better. An American, it was like, wow. And she was the most intelligent woman on the planet. She was the most charismatic. She was beautiful. Ooh. She was gorgeous. I mean, she was like, wow. So, it's like, this woman was here, okay, and then she did something that was really bad, so obviously her character went down, And then I found the woman who not only her looks were not here, her looks were here, and her character, which was here, obviously I put it out. This woman's character was up there, really up there, So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you are going through a breakup and you're looking for someone better, you'll always find someone if you give yourself a chance, an opportunity. And for me, I found someone who was like here in terms of looks. I found someone here. And if you're talking of character, for her, which was really down here, this woman's character is right up to the sky. Imagine I can stretch my hand right up to the sky. An amazing one. So the point I'm trying to make is, you'll always get someone better. Trust me, you'll always just give yourself a chance. Believe in it. And be true to yourself. You just do not know when it's going to happen. And yeah, give yourself a chance. Take a chance. Because you'll never expect the best unless you take risks. So anyway, coming back to the point, breakups, trust me, this is how you deal with breakups. And sometimes going through a breakup is the best thing that can ever happen to you. So Loy from LoyMachedo.com, and who's Loy Machedo, sharing with you, the answer to the question, how you can overcome breakups. So any other question, let me know. Love to hear from you. Loy from LoyMachedo.com, saying goodbye for now.